It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Siren Craft Brew and it's a can of their Virtues Heavily Fruited IPA. 7th anniversary heavily fruited IPA, coming in at 7% ABV in a 440 milliliter can. I think, because I didn't quite understand what was going on, I think I called the other beer Sins and Virtues the Apple Stout. I've reviewed that, I've probably posted it by now, but I realised my mistake. This is Virtues, so the Sins, if we turn that beer very gently upside down, would have been the Apple Stout, which we've already reviewed, and it was tremendous, it really was. So this heavily fruited IPA, 7% ABV, without further ado, let's get it out into a glass and see what we get. Little bit of smoke there on the can opening, beer in the glass. I found the Apple Stout to be very, very interesting. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really did. Tremendous, tremendous beer. I mean, for their 7th anniversary, it's pretty amazing that just how quickly time goes, really. I mentioned this in the Apple Stout review. I remember when Siren started out and it just feels like yesterday, and now all of a sudden they're 7 years old. It just proves how time flies, and just you have to make the most of life. You really do, because if you're young watching this, blink of an eye, you're 40. All of a sudden, you're 40. Live life to the full. So we had a 1 finger white head, good levels of slow moving carbonation, I'm going to say, and it's a hazy kind of mango-y coloured ale. Let's get the aroma. Heavily fruited IPA. Now, I've not read the back of the label too much. I don't know what fruit it is. I'm going to say it's definitely the hops are giving off like a grapefruity aroma. Fleshy blood orange, and it might be passion fruit or mango or something like that, which they've used as the fruit in the beer. Let's get the flavour. Cheers. Or maybe it's just hops. Maybe it's just hops, because for the 7% ABV beer, it's incredibly drinkable, incredibly refreshing. And in my experience, by drinking something like a mango beer or a passion fruit beer that's been heavily fruited, you get that kind of, it's like orange juice, where it's got a thick mouthfeel. It's quite thick to kind of drink. It's got a full body as fruit juice. So I'm going to have a look at the back of the can. I'm going to cheat a little bit because I can't quite work out. I would say definitely what I think is just hops, but we'll see if it is fruit. This 7th anniversary celebration takes inspiration from the 7 heavenly virtues. We've accentuated a trademark IPA with a heavenly selection of fruits. Centennial, Brew and Mosaic cut through with punchy hop character and balancing bitterness. Right, okay, so it's been brewed with apricot, mango, passion fruit, peach, pineapple, pink guava, papaya, strawberries and yeast. So there's a multitude of fruits in here, but they must have used like a fruit juice mix, like a mix of different fruit juices, rather than just one concentrate of mango or passion fruit. I definitely get the hops though. My fear with a heavily fruited IPA is that it's not going to be a beer first and foremost. It's going to be something else. But I'm really glad that I picked out the hops, the grapefruit, passion fruit, fleshy blood orange, flavours, a little bit of bitterness on the back end, a little bit of sweetness to begin with. I'm glad that it's a beer first and foremost. A little bit malty, and then them kind of mixed fruits, which, again, I found this with the apple stout. I couldn't get much of the apple. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I struggled, and I mentioned it in the review. Have a look at the Sins apple stout. I said it's an absolutely tremendous, wonderful beer, but I couldn't find much to do with apple. Similar here, I can't find much to do with the fruit. You may have a completely different palate to me, and you might be like, it's everywhere. It's all the way through this beer, but I'm struggling with it. Finding the fruit. It's a beautiful beer. Very refreshing, drinkable. Yeah, carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth, releases all the flavours in the beer. So, Siren, 7th anniversary. Unbelievable. Well done to 7 years brewing. Tremendous brewery. Absolutely love your, what was it called? Ultra Violet, something like that. What was it called? The IPA. I can't remember off the top of my head now. But fantastic. That was the first thing that I remember from Siren, drinking that IPA. Is it Undercurrent? Oh, something like that. I can't remember. Comment in the comments box, let me know. Nice, different, nice. I tell you, after having the beers back to back, I would drink this first, and then I would drink the stout second. And so I'd have the IPA first, then I'd have the stout. And that'd be wonderful. That's a wonderful night just there. Rating. Fabulous beer. Fabulous beer. I'm glad it's beer first and foremost, and then a little bit of fruit on the back end. I like that enough to give it an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!